So the last time I uploaded a turtle pack video, someone in the comments mentioned that they kind of missed the old sap. And while I get what they were saying, I feel like there's no going back really. Once the game has been out for a certain amount of time, it's always going to change. It's not going to be the same as it was when it was new and everyone was discovering it for the first time. But I definitely get what they mean. If I go into Turtle Pack these days, it's very, very difficult to come up with anything even remotely new. Despite them adding Armadillo and Wolverine, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference. Turtle Pack is basically just the exact same teams that people were playing many moons ago. Although I guess, for a long time it's been mostly camel and elephant and blowfish and so on. But I thought I would go in there and give it a try again and see if I could get something a little bit unusual. I did have something specific in mind when I was going for this run, but it didn't quite pan out. Maybe that'll happen another time. But this is a game from before the ranked update. I just never got around to uploading it. And we've got the badger at the front, and I'm going to level this penguin. Not really interested in anything there. I only have one thing in mind here. Okay, we are going to take the cat. Maybe I'll get... okay, we do get the cow. I could sell penguin and use the cow with the cat, which I think I probably will. Yep. And we're just going to keep putting the stats onto the badger. I think we're on a perfect game at this point. Well, not perfect game, but we haven't lost any hearts. Maybe I lost a heart right at the beginning, but got it back. And yeah, front badger, I feel like of the last, 20 Turtle Pack videos I've uploaded, I would imagine quite a high percentage of them end up being front badger, because it's one of the few things left in Pack 1 that I still find enjoyable. You can just get some really bizarre interactions, and despite the nerfs over the years, Badger can still almost solo opposing teams like it does here, because if they don't have skunk, they're going to take an awful lot of damage. So I actually made a mistake there. I should have probably bought the mushroom before buying the cow, because I ended up overwriting the mushroom. And I really want to get mushroom on the deer. Level 1 deer by itself just isn't really good enough at this stage, turn 11. And thankfully here, the badger again escapes, and we end up winning quite comfortably. Now there are going to be 2 runs in this video, so if you're wondering why we're on 9 wins already and it's only 3 minutes in, there is going to be another run in a minute. And maybe now you can see what is about to happen. We're going for 1 big front badger plus 4 deer behind it. And I don't know why I did that. I don't know, for whatever reason. I just feel like bus is one of those things that I never get tired of having it on the team. And of course the badger is going to hit one of the deer and we're going to get a bus that way. So I'll move the level 2 a bit further back in case it gets sniped right at the beginning. No deer, so we're just going to buy chocolate. So now, having been on 5 hearts, 9 wins, all I'm looking for is deer, chocolate, and melon for the badger. We're going to lose here. That's fine. I'm perfectly willing to tank every single round until I get what I want. We will take the chocolate. And here is another deer. So we get the team. Now we really need mushroom, more chocolate, and melon. It would have been nice to have the 50-50 badger, but 41-50 is not too bad. Elephant blowfish. I don't know if you're counting, but I feel like almost every team so far has been blowfish or camel or leopard. And we had no chance of getting through the 50, almost 50-50 bison there. Another level 2 deer. And we'll just keep freezing the chocolate. We are going to be down to 1 heart next turn if we don't win here. which we're not going to because they have skunk. Yeah, I feel like when I commentate Pack 1, it's just so difficult to find anything to talk about anymore. There'll maybe be a little bit more to talk about in the next run in a minute. But after throwing all our lives away, we finally get rewarded with a team that has Dodo Ox, and the Ox has such low health that it's just going to be instant killed through the melon. I have no idea why you would do that, but there we go. Badger +4 level 2 deer with 0 1-ups, which I felt like I really needed the 1-up to have a chance there, but for whatever reason it worked out anyway. Alright, now moving on to a 5 bus game, and on turn 6 here I find the second deer, and we've got double giraffe buffing them already, and the salad hits them both, so things are looking up already. Now I have spent a reasonable amount of time in the past going for 5 buses and 5 rams as well, and clearly bus is a lot better. You know, you're getting a 5/5 plus chili every time you pill a deer, which is great to begin with, but then rapidly falls off. And with ram, you're really looking to get the level 2 sheep as soon as possible, pill it. That gives you 2 4/4 rams, and then you can hope to find multiple penguins early. So actually here, this particular round illustrates something I probably haven't done enough of recently, which is deliberately not putting the highest health unit at the front. So now I buff up the second bus so that the weaker one is at the front. And that will prevent the situation in the previous round where the biggest unit gets brought down to low health and then instantly dies to the front unit. Massive level 3 pig, but here you can see the benefit of the chili. We're actually going to win by 1 HP because they had the worm at the back. Level up on the giraffe with a monkey in the shop as well. So it's looking very good indeed. Another monkey and a pill. So we'll pill the deer now, because that means we can free up the food shop for next turn, and another monkey. So it's kind of a high roll. But I guess that's what you're looking for if you're trying to get a win with odd units like the bus. Of course, Rhino is one of the worst things you can see because the token pets take double damage from Rhino because they are considered tier 1 units. Level up into Dragon. Now Dragon is a possibility here. Yeah, you can see I'm thinking about it, but given that I already have the level 2 monkey, it probably doesn't make sense. And I rolled another monkey as well, so I should probably just forget about the Dragon and focus on getting the monkey to level 3 as soon as possible, while also looking for a cat. And this is a strange team where they've just put the crab up the front. Although I complain about the lack of variety in Pack 1 a lot, you do occasionally see bizarre random teams which are presumably from relatively new players. I do sometimes think that the matchmaking does pair you with new players if it's unable to find anyone else. And you can see here that my trophies only being on 4 on turn 11 is pretty rare if you're an experienced player and you're trying to win. So here we end up winning anyway. And I don't know if I want the salad there. I think I would rather take, pear. Sushi I am willing to risk, and it hits all 3 buses. And freeze pear, freeze pizza. One of the benefits of the going for 5 buses is you don't need to level them up. It doesn't really do you any good. Although of course you could try leveling a deer before pilling it as an alternative to trying to scale it early with giraffe. And I think I will swap the chili for the melon up front, mainly just for sanity protection. You know, if you get matched with Scorpion and you lose your biggest unit because of it, it's just so frustrating. Opposing deer, which they haven't pilled. Not my preferred course of action normally, except in the first part of this video. So I need to find more deer and more pills. And we're not getting it. Obviously that is one of the issues here with, if you're going for 5 rams, which I think obviously is a lot more difficult, at least when you pill a sheep you're getting 2 rams. Whereas with deer, you have to find multiple pills late on. So level 3 monkey, although it's diminishing returns, I'm not really willing to move the front bus back to give extra buffs. But there is a deer. And although there are a bunch of mushrooms there, you know, having the mushroom frozen or putting mushroom on the deer and then trying to find double pill, I think it's better just to do them both separately. And on 8 wins there, we kind of crushed that opponent. So now I need to sell the monkey. And I think here I am actually going to greed and buy the pair, mainly because I'm on 2 hearts. So I can deliberately try and throw this next battle. And we're just going to keep looking for the pill. Chocolate, no good. There is the pill. So now we have our 4th bus, and I need to change the lineup to try and guarantee the loss. Usually this is good enough to lose. I mean, normally you would expecting to lose on turn 16 regardless, but, you know, just in case. Front Scorpion, so we would have lost our biggest unit straight away. And it's actually, you know, not that far off. But it does show you the kind of strength difference between a couple of turns ago. So there's a pill. Now I need to find another deer. And there's 2 of them in the shop, but too late to buy both. So now we rearrange and ask yourself this question. Would you put the weakest bus up front to break melon, or would you rather put the strongest unit with melon at the front? And there was another pill there, but of course there's no benefit anymore to pilling more deer. And the answer to the question is it actually makes no difference whatsoever, because you are guaranteed to lose to Blowfish Elephant here. And if you notice, that team actually had level 3 Wolverine that was doing absolutely nothing because it was behind the tiger, and yet we were still completely obliterated. What can you do?